This conference will now be recorded.
I think you start working with the system, right?
Yeah.
Good. See, one basic thing is due to my adjustments in office, so I continue with 30-minute session, and also the time has been shifted to 9:30 to 10 o'clock like this. But now I'm completely free. So from today onwards, we are going to continue in between 9 to 10 as per regular time based on the topics. Okay, let's come to the point. So in the previous class, up to the concept of general settings, we have discussed for money market instrument. We need to make it fast. So today I'm going to complete with the accounting and payment management in money market. And tomorrow I'm going to explain. First, I will take an overview. Based on that, I'm going to explain the end user part of money market. In the weekend, I'm going to give some tasks to you, and I will show you how we can follow the simulation file for money market instrument. Take the help of my recording and take the help of simulation file. And I'm expecting in any circumstance with your own company code with postings up to the point whatever I'm explaining by tomorrow. So I'm expecting by Monday. Based on that, we will fast up the sessions. Okay, let's come to the today's topic. So here,
Aditya, can I ask a question? Yeah. What does transaction manager mean when we're going to the SPRO screen? We have the transaction manager, na? Okay, if I'm seeing that, I can think that that's a container which contains all the products. But any other specific thing about transaction manager?
no, transaction management. The word itself is saying it controls the entire product. So it controls the product category, product type, transaction type, flow type, update type, condition types. These are called transaction manager. So meaning that it controls everything in the backend application called transaction manager. Got it?
So I can say this is the highest node in Treasury. Like
Um,
I have,
because it's a highest node which controls every functionality.
I can say.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so then it control. When I'm saying it's controls, then whether any config is there with regards to the field status or anything, rules, anything is there or no?
No, nothing is there. See, what the transaction management controls means, it will tell you about the product cycle. What product you use, what transaction type you use, what flow type you use, and also what condition types you use, what type of valuation methodology you use. So all these are explained by transaction manager.
So any report I can get on transaction manager for all this?
No, report we can't get because transaction manager is a combination of product. Based on the product, you will get the report, not from
Okay,
transaction.
okay, okay, okay. So I can say the transaction manager is, as I told you, that it's the highest node and is a container of all the products.
Yeah, so the transaction manager is the highest node in the treasury, which controls all the functionalities and the features of a particular product.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Then come to accounting part. So we know about product type, we know about transaction type, we know about flow type, we know about condition types. And then we understand about the organizational settings, we know about transaction management settings, and that means authorization settings. And then we understand about correspondence settings. Sir, why you did not discuss about hedge management? Because hedge management is also, I can see hedge management under the part of general settings. Why you don't discuss about hedge management and exposures management? A lot of people ask me this question. See, one point is, do you have any risk in money market instrument? Take any financial instrument in money market. Do you have any risk in money market instrument?
No,
So
there's a
whenever,
fixed return.
yeah, so whenever there is no risk, there is no concept of hedging and exposures management. Whenever there is a risk is there, for that topic only we are talking about hedge management and exposures management. because hedging is nothing but reducing the risk of financial instrument. Okay, let's come to this. Somewhat it's look like a complicated, but it's not complicated. Try to understand. So here we have payment management is there and accounting is there. Normally when you are going to do any investment, you are going to release all the payments through bank account, right? Hello? Normally
Yes.
when you are going to release any investment, that means if you are planning to invest anywhere, you are going to manage everything through bank account. So what you need to do is, here I am talking about bank account. Go to payment management, payment request, define clearing account for payment request. So meaning that, first of all, maintain the number range for payment request and also define clearing account for payment request. So then what I am going to do in the front end application under accounting. So let's say I'm going to release a payment. If I want to release a payment, I need to generate a payment request. Once the payment is get updated, then it is directed from the bank account. So that is the reason what we need to do is define number ranges for payment request here. Create one number range, save it, then come back. Then go to define clearing account for payment request. Then what is a clearing account? So from which bank account you are transferring the payment or clearing the payment, that is called clearing account. Simple. Because you are going to transfer the payment to this clearing account. So you need to create one house bank account, and that we need to assign as bank account, bank clearing account, or you can say clearing account. Simply we can say clearing account, and that we need to assign here. So let's go to FS00 and create one clearing account. So clearing account is always under the part of assets. TRM 9. It is always under the part of balance sheet account with assets. Name it as clearing account. Control data, balance in local currency, sort key 001. Create bank interest, YB05. Bank accounts obligatory. Later you can assign this relevant to cash flow and house bank accounts. Just leave blank and save it. Now, whatever the account you created as a clearing account, revise this and come to this treasury clearing account for payment request. New entries, take your company code and assign the clearing account here. Save it. Come back. Then close this. Only 2 points. One is you need to maintain a payment request number range. Second, through which bank account we are going to clear the payment, or else you can say clearing account, through which clearing account you are going to release the payment, that we need to specify. Where it will affect means, here in the front end application, you need to run payment request. Under treasury and risk management, transaction manager, money market, accounting. So here you need to run payment request. So whenever you are going to run a payment request through number range, it will create one document, payment request document, and also through which clearing account it is going to deduct, that it is going to maintain. So that is the reason we need to update the payment request. Then close this. Now come to accounting. Understand carefully, because this concept is little bit confusion and also complicated. For every financial product, whatever you design, you are expecting to update these payments in your books of accounts or not? You are a treasury consultant.
Yes. Yes.
Designed the product. I totally agree with you. You have successfully designed the product and you posted a transaction. You are expecting that this need to be updated in your profit and loss, balance sheet and other financial statements or not?
Yes.
At the end of the day, we are expecting, because you need to show in your balance sheet what investment you have done, and you need to show very clearly what you gain. So in order to update like that, we required accounting. And one more important point which I want to say is, say if you did not done the practice with your GL account, with your own company code data, don't come to this concept directly. First, do the proper practice with GL concept, post one transaction in testing, and then come to the accounting. Open this. Now you can see organization. Under organization, there is a valuation area is there. So what is this valuation area? Normally, when you are going to value any stocks, so we can value with valuation area. Valuation area is nothing but which accounting principle. Whether you are going to value with IFRS, or whether you are going to value with Indian accounting principles, or you are going to value with US standards. So that is identified with valuation area. Execute here. So here, go to new entries and created one valuation area. I created as Indian accounting standards. Then save it. Now, each and every accounting standard has one accounting code in order to recognize the transactions. So you can assign only one accounting code to one company code. You cannot assign multiple accounting codes to one company code, because accounting code is nothing but which is used to identify the transaction in accounting terminology. See here. So you define accounting code and assign the corresponding FI company codes to 1:1 relationship. So meaning that the accounting code indicates that, so what we are going to update. The accounting code is a central organizational unit in parallel valuation area. Parallel valuation area means which accounting principles. Each business transaction is assigned to the specific accounting code. Again, I am repeating the point. What is accounting code means? The accounting code is a central organizational unit in multiple valuation approach. Each business transaction is assigned to a specific accounting code. The accounting code itself corresponds exactly to a company code with 1:1. You assign an accounting code to an FI company code in IMG activity. So that means what the accounting code is going to do, it is going to recognize the business transaction at company code level. So what you need to do is define accounting code here, go to new entries. You can create and you can assign one accounting code for one company code, only 1:1. 02, then assign your company code, save it, then come back. Now it's a dummy valuation area, it's a dummy accounting code which is linked with company code. Now assign company code and valuation area, new entries, take your accounting code that what you had maintained, you maintained as 02. Normally if you click F4, it will not come here. So take accounting code as 02, valuation area, whatever you created, it will show like this, but don't worry, just ignore it and assign the valuation area. Then valuation currency, under which currency you are going to value this, exchange rate type as M. For different valuation currency, because you have foreign currency also. Then data transfer to accounting or not. So this is option they had given. Actually, some companies, they don't want to update every information in financial accounting directly. So in such a case, do not post to FI. We need to use the option do not post to FI, meaning that you can create a treasury transactions, you can post, but accounting is not generated. So, but in most of the cases, we use post to financial accounting. Whenever you use post to financial accounting, and if you click enter, it will ask you in FI what under which accounting. Okay, in treasury you are following Indian accounting standards, but in FI which accounting principles you are following. So we need to specify. Let's say here also I am following IN INGAP. Currency type, company code currency. Click enter, save it. That means what it is indicating is, so valuation area means in treasury under which accounting principle you are going to value your investment. Then in order to transfer these to financial accounting, we require an accounting code because this is identifier. Then when you are going to transfer this to financial accounting, in financial accounting under which accounting principle it need to update? It is need to update with Indian GAAP in both the case, treasury as well as in finance also. Come back.
Aditya,
Yes.
when we put, can you go to on that only when where we are accounting code? So here we are saying that the posting in FI should be done into company code currency. So suppose I have done some investment other than company code currency, then on that concept, how it will post?
How it is possible? Tell me. Because whatever the investment you are doing, that you can do in currency. Say for example, you can buy USD, you can buy GAAP, but when you are going to evaluate the currency in company code currency is always one. So as
Yes.
per the company code currency, it will change. USD conversion to INR, GBP conversion to INR. So that means you can buy the foreign currency or you can do the investment in any type of currency, but at the end of the day, it will convert into INR.
So the posting for will be doc currency also will be INR, then LC also INR, and with group currency is there INR. It will post like that.
Because at the end
Okay.
of the financial reporting, if you take balance sheet or profit and loss, it need to show only in local currency. Okay, but you are doing the investment in other currency, that you can do it.
Okay. 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 Yeah.
Done. Now close this. Then listen very carefully. Go to link to other accounting. Oh, one more point is there. Sorry. Go to settings for position management. Define and assign valuation class. Go to new entries. Create one general valuation class. Here, general valuation class or else valuation class, these are all the things is nothing but one. So what you can do is 002 general valuation class. Let's take INGAP. Then current position handling, nominal based interest assignment or date based interest assignment. So if you do not consider as a current position, so it will take nominal and date based also. As per the posting, it will take, just leave blank. Then source valuation class, click F4 here. If you have a general valuation class from any other area, you can take it, but right now I don't have anything, just I'm creating. Click enter, select it, go to valuation area, new entries, take your valuation area. Then valuation class. Valuation class indicates that whether it is a short-term investment or a long-term investment. So let's say this is long-term investment. Click enter. Again select it. Go to assign general valuation class to specific valuation class. New entries. Take the valuation area. Take the general valuation class. Then take the valuation class. So meaning that, so I'm going to update long-term investment, so with IFRS standards to the specific valuation structure. Now close this. Remember your general valuation class. Come back. Now again go to product configuration. Once again in money market transaction management. Here you can see previously we did not assign, we have taken system delivered. assign general valuation class to money market transactions. Execute. Go to inventories. Take your company code. Take the product type. Take the transaction type. So you are going to value this product with the company code and transaction type with general valuation class of Indian GAAP. So finally what I'm saying is, when I'm going to take my company code and my product type, my transaction type, I'm going to value this as per IFRS standards. And in the accounting also, it need to update as per the given accounting principle. And I'm expecting every transaction need to transfer to financial accounting as per Indian accounting principles. Come back. Fine. It is going to transfer as per accounting principles, but to which GL account it is going to transfer, that we need to specify. Come to again accounting. Go to link to other accounting components. Define account assignment reference. Now this is a dummy variable. Create one account assignment reference. Let's say MM. Money market. Save it. The word itself, it is saying account assignment reference, meaning that you are taking the product type, transaction type, valuation area, valuation class from treasury, and I am expecting this need to assign to the GL account in financial accounting. So because of that, you need to create one account assignment reference. Then define account assignment reference determination for OTC transactions, because money market, foreign exchange and OTC derivatives falls under OTC transactions. Then click on change, create, take a derivation rule. Now enter the derivation. Money market. So what you want to show in the balance sheet, that means if I want to show in the balance sheet what product I had purchased, in balance sheet means financial accounting. So in financial accounting, I want to show my company code. I want to show my product type. I want to show my transaction type. I want to show my valuation area. These things I want to show in financial accounting. So derive it. One company code. Number 2, product portfolio also you can take, or else let's take product type, then valuation type or valuation area. So like that, let's take product category. So this I want to show in my balance sheet. Target field, account assignment reference, save it first. Then go to maintain rule values, enter your company code, enter your product type, enter your valuation area, enter your product category, then account assignment. Where you are assigning all these things, you are going to assign to money market. Save it. Now remember the account assignment called money market. So this money market account assignment consists of company code, product type, transaction type, and valuation area and product category, or not? Hello?
Yeah.
So this consists of account assignment consists of these values, right? What is company code? What is product type? What is transaction type? What is the valuation area? Like this it is saying. Then come back. Now go to account determination. Define account determination.
Aditya, there is anything else in the derivative rule we can define, or that's only the combination?
Better to derive always with the values. What you want to update.
Sorry?
You can see here. Let me wait. You can see the result here.
Okay,
So
okay.
account determination, enter your chart of accounts, run it. Now, first go to account symbol. Listen very carefully. Here, I am going to new entries. Now create one account symbol, which you can easily remember. So normally when we are going to talk about fixed term deposit, what we are expect, that means what accounting entries we need to update. Number one, I require fixed term deposit account. Number two, bank clearing account. Number three, interest received or interest paid account. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, let me create this. Create like this. 11 account symbol. Let's say this is fixed term deposit. Then posting category. When you are going to post a fixed term deposit, when you pass a accounting entry. So when you post a fixed term deposit, it should be debited or credited?
FD will be debited.
FD will be always debited, right?
Yeah.
So go to posting category, position posting book value in position currency. That means it need to update in debit entry. It will update in position book value. That means whatever the position we are taking, that need to update in book value as a debit entry. Then 12, bank clearing account, or else say bank account. From bank account only you are transferring to the fixed term deposit, right?
Correct.
Take bank account. So in the bank account, it is to be credited or debited? It is credited, right? So bank posting in payment currency. That means in the bank account, it is to be credited. Then 13, interest received. Interest received is debited to the bank, not credited.
Credited to the bank. To the bank means bank will be debited, but interest account will be credited.
So interest account will be credited. That means it's the incoming. We can say in our user language, we can say it is a incoming. So profit related postings in position currency. There are two things are there. Only first option we need to select. First is debited and second is credited.
Payment means it's debited. Position means credited.
Yes. Now you created like this. Okay. Don't forget the account symbols. Please remind it. Now save this first. Each and every step, save it first. Then go to fixed term deposit. Select the first account symbol. What you are saying here? Bank account debited and cash bank clearing account, sorry, fixed term deposit is debited and bank account is credited, right?
Yeah.
Okay, select this account symbol, go to posting specifications.
Aditya, I'll have also fixed deposit. I'll have also credit now and I'll receive the money. When I'll receive the money, means during the time of maturity, this FD account will become credit na. So for that, I'll not create any account symbol now.
Because when you are doing the investment in the books of company, what it is going to update, that is only very important.
Okay, okay.
Create one posting specification. Say for example, I am going to create like this 003 fixed term deposit. Then in which document it need to update?
Document type B.
Which document type?
KR.
GL account. No, GL account type, SCA.
SA only. Okay, okay.
Then posting key, debit 40. Then account symbol. What is the account
11.
symbol?
11.
So later it will take, no problem. Manually also you can enter. Then credit 50. What 50? It is going to put
12.
You got my point?
I can have with special GL also.
Yes, if you require.
Okay.
Then come back again. Save this and come back again. Then go to new entries 004. Now reverse entry. So bank account. In the bank account, it is reverse mode, right?
Yes.
So 40. Let's say bank account 12. Then 50.
Okay, this we are doing for receipt.
Yeah. So that means it is in reverse mode also.
Huh.
Left. Save it. Then again come back. There is one more point is also left.
Interest received.
Interest received. Sorry. Interest. Then this is also to be updated in GL account only. Yes, yeah. What is debited in this case?
Interest bank will be debited and interest will be credited.
Yes. So take bank account 12.
12 and 13. 50 with 13.
That is 30. Okay.
Huh.
Now you specified the determination. Fine. Oh, we don't go outside. Sorry. Now go to valuation area. Make sure that your valuation area is available or not. If not, go to new entries and assign your valuation area. Now go to assign GL accounts to account symbols. New entries, account symbol. I'm taking fixed term deposit. Valuation area. So this fixed term deposit need to value as per Indian accounting standards. So product type, company code, transaction type, and also the product category. Where you have assigned all these things?
I have assigned in the config initially when I'm doing for account assignment.
Account reference assignment, right? You assign as money. Okay, up to this it is fine. Currency INR. What is it to be debited in this point? Account symbol 11.
It is a
Debit.
fixed deposit. Fixed deposit.
Deposit. That means you require a GL account or not?
Correct.
Go to FS00. Create one FD account. Under assets.
Aditya, in EBS we used to do masking. Here also masking we can do or no?
No, masking is not possible. It is not required.
Not possible. Na? Okay.
Fixed term deposit. Control data, balance in local currency, sort key 001. Create bank interest with YB01. So you need to assign house bank, but later we will assign. Save it. Now, like that, you require a bank account or not?
Yes.
So create balance sheet account again under asset. Bank account.
Not have their house bank, Aditya?
Later we can assign because there is some procedure is there. It need to assign, but there is some procedure is there.
Okay.
In S/4HANA, house bank is replaced as bank account management. Create bank interest with YB05. Save it. Like that, interest received account. Let's say 305. Non-operating expenses or incomes. Interest received. Control data, balance in local currency, short 001. Create bank interest with YB01. Save it. Now close this. Come back. Now go to GL account. Fixed term deposit. Like that, 12 001 again. INR So 7, 13, 001, again, INR 305. So like this, we need to specify. Now sales. So like this, we need to maintain the valuation area settings and account determination along with your own GL accounts. Don't copy any system delivered settings in any circumstance. Neither valuation area nor general valuation class, account symbols or else GL accounts. Please don't copy anywhere. Create everything as your own. Then only you can understand it. Come back. So these are the concepts, the steps which we need to follow for account determination purpose. Now you designed a complete product. For money market, we don't require market data management because we are not taking any live prices. So that is the reason I did not went to market data management. And second thing is, for money market instrument, it's not a risky instrument. So hedge management or exposures management is not required for money market instrument. Let me recollect what we have done, and in more detailed view, we will see tomorrow once again, and then we will go to the end user activities. In money market, first thing is we define a business partner. You know how to convert the customer into business partner, and you know how to create a business partner, both, but it should be under counterparty role only. So then how to give the authorization to business partner for particular financial transaction along with your company code. You set up the company code, you set up the GL account, you set up the customer, and you set up the business partner. Fine. Then what you have done, you went to money market. In the money market, first of all, you have taken a requirement. Based on the requirement, you designed a product type. And in the product type, we have taken product category as fixed term deposit. Then transaction type. Whenever we are taking money market instrument, neither investment nor borrowing. Then flow type. When you post a transaction, we are expecting to update this into cash flow, position management, accruals and deferrals, and other activities. Then condition type. What additional advantage we are expecting from our investment? We are expecting that the full repayment on maturity and nominal interest. So then we went to general settings. Under general settings, we maintain organizational settings under which currency changeover it need to update and to which portfolio it need to update. Then transaction management, to whom we are giving the authorization, to which users we are going to specify in transaction management. And once you post with FD, so the correspondence need to generate. Then to which clearing account the payment need to release. So through bank clearing account. Then under which account, under which valuation area and which accounting principles that transaction is being valued, and whether it is transferring to financial accounting or not. If it is transferred to financial accounting, in financial accounting, to which accounting principles it is get updated. Then you updated with the account symbols, what to be debited, what to be credited. Based on that, which GL accounts it need to update. So like this, we need to specify a complete product cycle in money market instrument. Now what you need to do is, so we will take one quick revision on this money market instrument, what we have done we will take one Excel sheet and we will take all the inputs once again. Based on this, in the front end, you need to focus on accounting. You need to focus on accounting. That means whatever the configuration you have done after preparation of the Excel sheet, based on the Excel sheet, you need to post the transaction. Once you post a transaction, back office need to be generated. After that, you need to run the accounting, and finally you need to execute a report. So this is what we need to do in money market instrument. Okay. So for end user activities, I suggest you to follow the simulation files for more clarification. So what we will do is, first we will take one Excel sheet, and whatever the configuration we have done, we will kept in the Excel sheet. Then we will go to the simulation file. We will see how the money market end user transactions are explained in simulation file by SAP. After that, we will come to our system and we will post a transactions. whatever it is explained in simulation file, we can see that whether you are able to execute or not, and what is the expected result. So this work we are doing on tomorrow's session, and we are going to close money market concept. And you have a serious responsibility on weekend. You need to focus on all the recordings, and you need to do the practice with your own company code up to the money market postings. So based on that, we'll move forward from foreign exchange. Okay. And if it is completed by tomorrow, my plan is next week I'm going to focus on foreign exchange. I don't want to take time in foreign exchange or any other products, because the first instrument always we need to go very carefully. From the second instrument, flow cycle is same, but we need to move forward. So that is the reason for foreign exchange I'm going to take 2 sessions. One is for configuration and one is for end user. Like that, for securities, I'm going to take 2 sessions. One is for configuration and one is for end user. Like that, for trade finance, I'm going to take 2 sessions. One is for configuration, another is for end user. That means from Monday to Saturday on the next week, we are going to finish the treasury part. After that, we are going to start with risk management. Okay. So,
Aditya,
yeah. Tell me.
I have actually done some configuration and I have saved a file in the server. So, but is this possible? I can get that file or no? Because whenever I'm doing any configuration, I'm taking the screenshots.
Better to take the screenshot in your personal system. Okay.
But I'm not able to save it, na? That's why I'm saving in your server.
I will tell you tomorrow, because I don't have the rights for that. So I will tell you
Okay,
tomorrow.
okay. Okay, sure.
Okay.
Not
Mostly
now,
it is,
at the end of the.
do one thing. Let us create one folder and throw all your work into that folder.
I
Okay.
have created the Edge Minaki one folder and I'm
Yeah, that is
putting all the data there. But end of the day, can I get that folder? That's it, I'm thinking.
yeah. So if anything is happening, I will take care of about that.
Okay, no issues. Okay, thank you.
See you tomorrow. And sorry for the inconvenience for the time.